It's Tuesday the 7th of March and I've just got my children off to school. I'm still at home at the moment, but I will be heading down to work in a little while. I'm going to do some admin tasks up here in the warm for a little while before I head down to open the shop, because the shop needs to be open for 10 o'clock. Often I open it a bit earlier if I haven't got too many things to do at home, and then I can just get extra admin tasks done in the morning or filming and things like that. But this morning I think I'm going to try and wrap up warm because it's really quite cold again this week. And so I'm going to wrap up warm on the sofa with the dogs and do some of my admin tasks before I head down and open the shop. I'll try and bring you along for the opening of the shop this morning, just to give you a bit of an idea of what it's like, all the things I need to do to set up and open in the morning for the shop. In terms of what I need to get done today, I know that I've got some exciting deliveries which I can't wait to share with you today, so hopefully they will arrive. And if you join my Patreon, which I have mentioned in the previous vlog, you get to see all of my new products before they get launched, both on the website, in the shop, and here on YouTube and anywhere else. So you would actually get to hear all about them in the process of making them, and how I make them, how I design them, where I manufacture them, and then obviously you'll get told about when they're being launched before everybody else. So if you want to join my Patreon, then head over to the link that is down in the description, and then you can become one of the first people to see all of the products that I've got launching. There's quite a few new products launching in March, which I'm really excited about, and I'm keen to sort of get out there and show my different designs and how I've turned them into different products and things like that. So that'll be really good. And yeah, there's lots of other things I need to do. I need to do a bit more work on my Etsy. So I've got my Artanddesignbykb Etsy, which is sort of ticking along, but it needs a bit of a boost. So I need to do some extra work on there. And then I've got my Imagine Design Create 2 Etsy, which is from my stamps, stencils and paper packs product range that I did a few years ago, and obviously I still work with those products, and I still have those products available. So if you're looking for stamps, stencils or paper packs, head over to Imagine Design Create 2 on Etsy, and you can order those for all around the world. I do international shipping on those products. If you want to see those products in action at all, let me know, because I used to do a lot of demonstration videos with my stamps and stencils and paper packs, but I haven't done them in a while because a lot of the stuff that I used to use is in the cupboard of doom, which you'll know about if you've watched my previous vlogs. But if you haven't watched them, you're probably thinking, what on earth is a cupboard of doom? So my cupboard of doom is when I gave up on myself and my art for a long time. I essentially stuffed everything into this big cupboard, and I haven't really gone into it ever since. And it's one of the things that has been on my to-do list since the beginning of January, and I've been putting off this whole time, and we're now in March the 7th. So I really need to be held accountable for going through that cupboard and getting it sorted, because there's so many times that I've wanted to do things like marbling was one of the things I wanted to do the other day, jewellery making, something else, and whenever I get the urge to do one of my hobbies, I can't do it because all my stuff is in the cupboard of doom and not organised at the moment. So I do need to go through that cupboard and get it sorted today. But yeah, this has been a rather long intro, hasn't it? I apologise. Let's get on with the day. afternoon. It's now 3:40 and I have just closed the shop doors after a really busy day in the shop, which was really good. So if you are one of those people that came in the shop today and was buying lots of things, thank you so much, and thank you for watching too. I have also had some exciting deliveries. So the delivery was of pin badges, and 2 of them now complete a collection of 3. Which I can't wait to do a special design backing card, so that I've got each individual badge has its own backing card, and then I'm going to do one that holds all 3 pin badges because they look good as a collection. So that's on my to-do list for designing tonight. And then I have 2 cute other new designs that are launching soon, within the next week I think, and then a restock of my axolotl pin badge. He sold out super fast when he was launched. I think it was last year actually, I can't remember when he was launched, but he sold out really fast and I haven't been able to get him back, so I have now finally got him back. And yeah, I'm just really pleased. We'll show you some of the process of how I have to peel off all of them individually to do like checking of them to make sure the quality checks are good. So I'll show you the process of quality checking when the pin badges arrive, and then adding them to their backing cards. Then there's the photoing and uploading to the website, so I have to measure them and make sure I've got all the details correct on both my Etsy, Artanddesignbykb Etsy, and my website, which is Artanddesignbykb. You can use that way to get to the website, or devonartsupplies.co.uk will also get you to the same website. So what I've done to save on costs is have all of my businesses on one website. So everything from my art supplies, the books, and all my artwork and stationery and gifts and everything, they're all on one website. And the names bettysbooks.co.uk, Artanddesignbykb, and devonartsupplies.co.uk all sort of take you, they're all different domain names, but they take you to the same website. So it just saves on costs of having lots of different websites to manage, and it also means that all of the orders, I can sort of track everything and make sure everything goes out without having to check multiple different websites and things. So there is still the Etsy separately as well. So there's the Artanddesignbykb Etsy and the Imagine Design Create 2 Etsy, and the Imagine Design Create one is exclusively for the IDC products, which are the stamps, the stencils, the paper packs and things like that. So that's still separate on one other Etsy channel. So what else happened today? I was expecting one of my deliveries to arrive today, and that was, well actually I won't tell you, I'll show you when it arrives, but I've been waiting, I've been so excited to get it, and I'm really disappointed that it hasn't arrived yet. So I expect what's going to happen is I'll close the shop and I'll go upstairs and settle down with the kids, and then the doorbell will go, so it will probably arrive then. But thankfully, living above the shop means that we very rarely miss deliveries because we are upstairs and there's like a ring doorbell. So yeah, it's really handy living above the shop. If anyone's got any questions about what it's like living above the shop, then do let me know. I'm more than happy to sort of give you a sneak peek of what it's like. It's actually quite funny because every time someone comes around they expect this tiny little flat above the shop, but it's like a TARDIS. I am still in the process of redecorating a lot of the house, but that all takes time. I bought the building in 2013 I think it was, or 2014 I think. So I've had the building for quite a long time, but it's just a slow process of decorating and doing all the things that need to be done. So yeah, it's actually been one of the best things I ever did, was buying this building, because I think having everything all in one place is really helpful, but also having it all on a mortgage rather than renting as well has been really good. So yeah, definitely one of the best decisions I ever made. But I'm going to close off for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, so it is now Wednesday and it's coming at 4 o'clock and the day has run away with me again, and I haven't managed to get nearly half as much of the filming that I planned to get done because the shop was quite busy again, which is absolutely fantastic. Having the shop busy is obviously a really important thing because it means that there's income coming into the business, so it's great. It just means that I don't get as much film for you guys as what I have planned on the to-do list. So one of the things that I'm really pleased with is my new keyboard. My keyboard before that I had was actually broken anyway, so certain buttons weren't working. So I knew that I needed a new keyboard. It just so happened that this super cute keyboard was available in the greens, which are obviously the colours that I love, so I went and treated myself to that. Thanks to you guys for ordering, because that's how I managed to then afford to buy things. So what happens is I have like this wish list, and on the wish list are all the things that I would really like to buy, but I don't buy them straight away. I make myself have like a goal of a certain amount of orders or a certain amount of income before I can then go ahead and buy those things on my wish list. So that's what I mean for like things for the business. So things like the keyboard, when I want like a new journal for like business purposes, or new diaries, or when I want to place new stock orders, things like that. So anything business related that I want to do, I have like a goal of how much I need to earn before I can then afford to invest in either those new products or those new things for the office and studio. So the next thing on my list is I would really like to buy a desk buddy. And a desk buddy is like something that I can just sit on my desk by my computer that is like super cute, that just brings me joy. So you can get all sorts of different materials, loads of different types of desk buddies out there. So some people have like clay ornaments, some people have toys, stuffed toys, and all sorts of different types. But I have my eye on a couple on Etsy that are like dragons, really cute little green dragons, and also frogs. Obviously it's going to need to be green. So anything that sort of has green in it, or is like a frog or a dragon, or a nature based or crystal based, anything like that is totally with my vibe. And so I've got my eye on a few of those things over on Etsy. So once I get a certain amount of orders and I've had a certain amount of income come in from the business, I'm going to then treat myself to my next thing on my wish list, which is a little desk buddy to go next to my computer. So that's my sort of like my next small goal. So my next big goal for the business is to actually get myself an iMac. And that's something that I've wanted for such a long time, but because it is extremely expensive, it's one of my major like big goals. And so to get to that stage where I'm actually going to get my iMac is when I have paid off my business loan. So I have a business loan which I've had now since starting the business a long time ago, and it was something that I've paid off monthly ever since. And this year is actually due to end, so I should by the end of this year have completely paid off everything from my business loan. And that means that I also own the building outright too, because I don't rent this building, I own this building, and it will be, once I've paid off the loan, that will be it. I own nothing on this building and all of the product and stock inside of the shop, and it is going to be an amazing relief when that is done. It has taken 10 years to get to this stage, but to actually own the physical building, the commercial unit, and to own every piece of the stock inside the shop, all of the units, all of the equipment, but all of the product and everything too, to know that I owe no money whatsoever on everything in here is going to be an amazing feeling, and I just cannot wait to get to that stage. So yeah, the loan finishes at the end of this year, and I just cannot wait to get that paid off. And once I have got that paid off, that will mean then I can take on a new finance agreement for the iMac. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to pay it outright. That's certainly not what it's going to mean. It means that I'll be able to then take out the finance for the iMac. So, and that's going to open a whole new world of opportunities, because the computer that I have at the moment is also over 10 years old. And so although I have my iPad for my designing and artwork and film editing and things like that, its memory isn't great, so I prefer to just use that if I could for the designing purposes, and then get an iMac that I can then use my editing programs on and do all my film editing for YouTube on the iMac. So it will mean that I can step up a game as well and do a lot more YouTubes and things, because it will mean that I don't have to wait hours for the editing to it just takes so long on the iPad, because the iPad is so full of content that it just takes a really long time to process. And yeah, it would just be really good to have the iMac so that everything will then be Apple as well, so it will all integrate together, and it will just make my life so much easier when it comes to business. But yeah, so goals are really important to me. I set myself goals personally, and I set myself goals for business all of the time, and I just find that it really helps me to push forward and to really go for things. And I think when I didn't used to set goals, it sort of felt like it was like slowly trudging along, but having that sort of process of written out goals in a diary or just on like a digital notes file on my phone, just to remind myself why I'm working so hard, has really been a great help for me. So I definitely recommend doing that for anyone that's either personally, or if you're a small business owner, if you set yourself little goals and little rewards and things for when you achieve those goals. It's quite a helpful little idea. So one of the other things that you will have probably seen in the clips before are my new pin badges. So those have arrived. They have had all of their backing cards put on. The photos are done. They're all loaded to the website. By the time you're seeing this studio vlog, they will have been launched and they will be ready to purchase. So they are now on Etsy and the website. I will grab them because they are mostly in these little boxes here. So this is one of the new designs here. This is my little dragon. The lighting is not the greatest, so I do apologise for the reflections you're seeing. So this is the purple dragon and moon. So that one is one of the new collection. And this is my little froggy friend, who is also now available. It's quite hard to see the little smiley face, but he does have a really cute smiley face. It's hard to get that on the camera. The axolotl is actually just a restock because he sold out when he was last launched. So axolotl has been restocked. And then I have also added 2 new dinosaurs to my dinosaur collection. So we now have the Triceratops and we have the Raptor. And I just love the detail of these two. And they obviously go with the T-Rex, who was launched a little while ago. I think he was launched towards the end of last year. Just trying to find the T-Rex. So these are, and there's the T-Rex. So these dinosaurs are available individually, but they're also available as a collection as well, which is slightly discounted, both on Etsy and on the website. You can buy these as a 3 set, and I just thought these would be absolutely fantastic for any dinosaur fans out there. My boys have been dinosaur fans since they were small, so I just thought these would be really cute little gifts for that sort of thing. So if you just wanted something little to get as a gift for someone, that would be really cute to go on their like school bag, or to go on something in their room like a little banner or something, or if you have some bunting in their room, you can have the little dinosaurs on there. So yeah, just something a little bit different, and I thought they were super cute. So that's all of my new pin badge designs, and then hopefully being delivered at some point this week are my new stationery products that will be launching soon. They're probably launching towards the end of March, because they're new products that I haven't done before. It's designs that I have had for a long time and just tweaked and turned into stationery products. Something that I've wanted to do for a really long time but didn't have the confidence to do, and I spent a long time sort of researching and figuring out how they would work, talking to my customers in store and finding out if it's something that they'd be interested in buying, and the feedback was really good, so I've gone ahead and had those manufactured. Obviously it's really nerve-wracking whenever you spend out and have things manufactured, because it's quite high costs when you send off for things, and you usually have to have quite a few in terms of quantities to get the best pricing. You usually have to order quite a lot of every item. So yeah, it was quite an investment to go ahead and to turn these products that I am having manufactured done, but I am feeling confident because the feedback was really good in store, and hopefully when I launch them online they'll go well online as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this vlog up here, because I think I've shown you quite a few different things that have gone on through the week. I know it's only Wednesday and I've only shown you like a couple of days in the shop, but I don't want to drag the vlog on for too long, and I can then start afresh with a new vlog tomorrow. And yeah, there'll be some other interesting bits and pieces going on through the week. But as always, thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me that you come on here and you watch these vlogs and support me. If you haven't already, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe to the channel and give the videos when you watch them a like, and comment as well. Comments will all help the algorithm and help other people find me and my vlogs, and hopefully they'll want to support me too. But I hope you have a wonderful day or evening or whatever it is where you are. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.